fresh pitch for greater participation and expression of women in India. Speaking about what he described as the trapped energy of India's women, the leader of opposition said the country cannot truly succeed without women being free to express themselves and imagine their futures. Rijiju responded to Rahul by saying that while the message from the Congress party is quite positive, he hopes that the Congress party will also support the Women's Reservation Bill unconditionally. To which Rahul replied and said that Women's Reservation Bill 2023 was passed unanimously with full support from the Congress, but yet not implemented. Listen in to Rahul's statement.
I got a question about women, which I answered, but then since then I've been thinking about it more deeply. And I was thinking to myself that the energy of India's women is trapped, is not allowed to express itself, is not allowed to imagine. And to me, no country can be successful if the women in that country are not expressing themselves, right? And I think a lot of my politics and a lot of what politics should be in this country is in making people understand, and not from a top-down perspective, but making people understand that our country is stunted, is incomplete without the expression of our women.
So we have breaking updates now coming in. Union Minister Kiren Rijiju has now launched a fresh attack, questioning the Congress party's stand on women's reservation issue via a 5-pointer post on X. So let's get you the details of what Kiren Rijiju has said. Kiren Rijiju goes on to respond to Rahul Gandhi. So the entire political fight is taking place on social media. Well, Rahul Gandhi said the Women's Reservation Bill 2023 has already been passed unanimously. Why is it not being implemented? Here is the response from Kiren Rijiju. The Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister says, Rahul ji, you know it very well. The reservation of seats for women in the House of People and Legislative Assembly of the state is provided in the Constitution 106th Amendment, the Nari Shakti Bill. And then he says it shall come into effect after an exercise of delimitation is undertaken based on the census figures published after the year 2023, which means the census figures that are published after the year 2026. And then he says the exercise for publishing census figures after the year 2026 is currently underway, but it may take substantial time to be finally published. In view of this, it may result in considerable delay in the implementation of women's reservation, at least not before the 2034 general elections. Therefore, to implement the Women's Reservation Bill at the next general election 2029, the delimitation exercise needs to be undertaken at the earliest based on the latest available census figures. And he ends with the 5th point saying the implementation method has been proposed under the delimitation bill introduced in the Lok Sabha. The Constitution, the Amendment Bill 2026, which was introduced for this purpose, has been defeated. So while the opposition continues to ask why the Women's Reservation Bill is not being implemented, the government has said that the implementation also requires the delimitation bill, and that has not been passed in the parliament. So this war of words taking place on social media. Let's go across to my colleague Kritika joining us on the broadcast with the details. And Kritika, we're seeing a back and forth coming in from Rahul Gandhi as well as Kiren Rijiju. While the opposition claims that they're ready to back the Women's Reservation Bill, the government has also made it clear the delimitation bill that was linked to the Women's Reservation Bill was in the parliament but was defeated by the opposition.
Right, Pratibha, from what we're seeing is that a post on how women are not being able to express their freedom of speech and how their energy is not being able to be public is something what Rahul Gandhi at first started off with. This entire narrative now has snowballed into yet another debate over the implementation of the Women's Reservation Bill. We're seeing, as you rightly pointed out, a heated back and forth between the Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju as well as the leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi. In response to now his last post on X, wherein Rahul Gandhi said that the law has already been passed with the acceptance of the opposition as well 3 years back. What is stopping the government from implementing it now, and why should there be any linkages as long as the implementation of women's reservation is concerned? Now, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister has made it clear that that law in itself had provisions of the delimitation, that the law passed by the opposition, the law agreed by to the opposition also had the clause for delimitation as well as that of census. Now, as far as the census figures are concerned, Mr. Rijiju has laid it out that because of caste census also taking place, the results and the numbers of this could be delayed well into the general elections of 2034. And in order to implement it by the next general elections in 2029, the Parliament and the government specifically is committed towards the passing of the delimitation bill so that the number of seats can be increased and more women, in fact, can avail the benefit under the 33% reservation that is being brought in for women by means of the Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam bill as well. Now, the Congress, of course, multiple occasions have maintained that there is no need to link it with the delimitation. In their defense, they have spoken that even though the bill was passed in Parliament 3 years back, they had in their dissent note objected to the inclusion of the delimitation, but because it was the need of the hour to include women as far as the representation is concerned in the Parliament, they agreed to this bill, and currently they are demanding the de-link with the delimitation bill. But of course, the government is not going to head to it. We've also seen how other parties as well, the Shiromani Akali Dal, for example, today has again reiterated their support for the passing and the implementation of the Women Reservation Bill, as well as the uniform increase in seats for states in the uniform increase of states as far as the delimitation bill is also concerned. So, of course, the government is also reaching out to not just the Congress party, but other parties as well to get their consensus for the delimitation bill, which could, in fact, lay the ground for the implementation of the women's reservation as well. Earlier as well, we've seen in multiple outreach by not just the Bharatiya Janata Party, but by NDA leaders as well. Their defense for the increase in seats have come into the point wherein male MPs would not feel that their seats are being taken away by women MPs. So this is also something that the Bharatiya Janata Party in the past has pointed out. Yes, Pratibha.
Okay, all right. Kritika, thank you for joining us with those details. In fact, the BJP has also spoken on this face-off, and the women's representation in Karnataka as well has been brought in by the BJP. But before that, let's play out what the Congress party has said, because the opposition parties have been saying that there is full support for the Women's Reservation Bill, but the fact that the government has linked it to the delimitation bill is the reason why the opposition is opposing it.
कौन लाया था महिला आरक्षण बिल? किसने इंट्रोड्यूस किया था? 2012 में सोनिया जी ने इंट्रोड्यूस किया था। इनकी नीयत में खोट है। पहले संसद चलाइए तो फिर आगे बात करते हैं। कौन महिला आरक्षण बिल को सैबोटाज करता है ये भी जानते हैं, हम भी जानते हैं।
मैं समझता हूँ किरण रिजिजू जी, भारत वैसे तो हम लोग तो देश को भी माँ कहते हैं, ये हमारी संस्कृति रही है। हम अगर ऐसे आप बात करें तो दुर्गा जी, काली जी, हमने उनको लेके चला है। कांग्रेस पार्टी ने, मैं समझता हूँ सबसे पहले आप देखेंगे प्रधानमंत्री हमारे कांग्रेस पार्टी, महिला मुख्यमंत्री की बात करें, जो सत्ता आंदोलन उसमें कांग्रेस पार्टी में सारी महिलाओं की भूमिका रही है। आज भी हम ये जरूर कहना चाहेंगे, अगर इनकी नीयत साफ होगी, उस साफ नीयत के साथ अगर कोई बिल लाएंगे तो कांग्रेस पार्टी उनके साथ खड़ी है।
So the BJP has also responded to this and has said that while Rahul Gandhi's message on women representation is welcome, the party has also cited the issue of Karnataka, going on to say that while the Congress leader speaks about such representation, it doesn't seem to even be seen in the cabinet of Karnataka because women have zero representation.
We are the one who piloted, we are the one who passed. The Congress party believes in it. Definitely there will be a woman. We will give more strength for women. You know how many seats we gave in the parliament? I think you remember. So in Karnataka. Definitely, we are sorting out that issue. Riju may not worry about the Congress party. Let him settle himself to the whatever his party and the NDA is there.
Has the cabinet been fully formed? And why is Mr. Kiren so interested in Karnataka cabinet? If we are faltering, it's good for them, no? So we don't need to learn any lessons from them. India's first prime minister, woman prime minister, was given by our party. India's first woman president was given by our party. Women speaker was given by our party. Maximum number of women representation throughout the countries have been given by our party. So I have no lesson to learn from Mr. Kiren.
All right, with that, let's also tell you what's happening in Tamil Nadu, because the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister, C. Joseph Vijay, is all set to chair a meeting of the MPs of the state to deliberate on the decision of the union government or the proposed delimitation. In a significant political development, political parties in Tamil Nadu, including the DMK and the AIADMK, have already decided to stay away from the all-party MPs meeting convened by the Chief Minister to discuss delimitation. So let's get you the details of who is attending and who is boycotting this meeting. So the Congress party is, of course, going to be attending. So the allies of the TVK are going to attend, but clearly the DMK has made it clear that it will not be attending. Let's take a look at the numbers as they stand. Now, the delimitation that is being proposed by the government, the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister has called for a meeting. The numbers here also become very, very important, because what are the numbers that are required for the centre? It is, of course, getting a lot of support from the breakaway factions of the TMC as well as the Aam Aadmi Party as well. But let's talk about how the situation is going to change completely if this delimitation bill is passed. How are the numbers going to change? In the Lok Sabha, from the current 543 seats, it is going to increase to about 850 seats. So members from the states will increase up to 815, and members from the union territory as well, of course, will be seeing an increase. So this is going to be based on census post 2026. So discussions are going on because southern states have put forth their apprehensions that any bill as such on delimitation that is brought in is going to lessen the representation of the southern states. Let's get you more breaking updates now coming in. Well, the all-party meeting has begun in Tamil Nadu. The Chief Minister has called for a meeting, and the meeting has just begun. Remember, multiple of the opposition parties have already said that they will not be attending this all-party meeting that has been called by the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister. In fact, DMK has said that instead of delimitation, where the DMK stand has not really changed, the discussion should be on the issue of Kaveri, on Mekedatu. So the DMK has refused to attend this meeting. The meeting has just begun, and of course the Congress party is in attendance. The MPs from the DMK were to attend, but they have said that they will not be attending. The meeting has just begun. Let's go across to my colleague Dharani joining us on the broadcast with the details. Dharani, all-party meeting, but not much representation. A majority of the MPs are from the DMK and ADMK, but they don't seem to be attending. So what do the numbers look like? Who's attended and who skipped this meeting?
Well, Tamil Nadu has a total of 57 MPs, both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha combined, and invitations were given to all these 57 MPs to attend this meeting that is currently being hosted by Chief Minister Vijay. But we are given to understand that only 20 MPs they have come to attend this meeting, and these 20 MPs are from the Congress, Vidudalai Chiruthaikal Katchi, CPI, CPIM, IUML and MDMK. So all these parties combined, a total of 20 MPs, they have right now come to attend this meeting that is currently being chaired by Chief Minister Vijay. And as you rightly told, majority of the MPs from Tamil Nadu at the moment, they are from the DMK. So DMK has a total of 30 MPs both in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha together. But all these 30 MPs, they've boycotted this meeting, and likewise the ADMK, which has 4 MPs in the upper house of the parliament, they've also boycotted this meeting. And in fact, Kamal Hassan, who is the chief of Makkal Needi Mayam, who is also a Rajya Sabha member, he has boycotted this meeting. LK Sudesh of the DMDK has boycotted, and also Anbumani Ramadas, the chief of Patali Makkal Kachi, he is also boycotted. So majority of the MPs, from the DMK, ADMK, DMDK, PMK and the Makkal Nidhi Mayam, they've boycotted this meeting. And of course the objective of the meeting is very clear. This meeting is to discuss the proposed delimitation exercise and also the potential impact that exercise will have on the state of Tamil Nadu. Time and again, the central government has assured the state of Tamil Nadu that the state will not lose its parliamentary representation. That there is a fake narrative that is being spread that it is going to bring down the number of MPs for Tamil Nadu, but that is not the reality. All the states in the country will get benefited from this particular exercise, and Tamil Nadu will also get benefited. There is nothing to worry about, is what the centre has been telling time and again for the past couple of years. But despite that, the DMK here, which was the erstwhile ruling party, they've been strongly believing that if the delimitation exercise is implemented in its present format, the present proposed format, then it might have a negative impact on the state. But one thing that needs to be clarified here is that the DMK is not against delimitation itself. They're just asking for a fair delimitation. But as far as TVK is concerned, the ruling TVK has also time and again told that they're not against the delimitation exercise itself altogether, but then they want a fair delimitation where the states in the southern part of the country, they do not lose their voice in the parliament. That is the kind of opinion that we're looking at from majority of the political parties here in Tamil Nadu, and it remains to be seen what is going to be the outcome of this particular meeting. 20 MPs are in attendance right now, and this is from the Congress, VCK, CPI, CPIM, IUML and MDMK, because the ruling TVK has no MPs at the moment. They have zero parliamentary representation. So it is only the allies of the TVK who have come here to participate in the meeting hosted by the Chief Minister.
Okay, all right. So the DMK and the AIADMK not attending. 20 MPs are in attendance. It's an all-party meeting to decide on Tamil Nadu's stand on delimitation. But these parties have now skipped this meeting. So the meeting has already begun. The Chief Minister has already arrived. The delimitation debate yet again heating up in Tamil Nadu. The DMK, though, says that it was the very same party to raise the issue at the national level, with the party president, M.K. Stalin, bringing together the chief ministers of 5 states to build a common front against the proposed exercise. Now, with the Tamil Nadu government convening a meeting of the MPs to discuss delimitation, the DMK says that it will first hold internal consultations before deciding its next course of action.
இந்த தொகுதி மறுவரையறை delimitation அதை பற்றி ஒட்டுமொத்த இந்தியாவுக்கே முன்மாதிரியாக அதை முதலாக அந்த பிரச்சனையை பற்றி பேசிய திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழகம் எங்களுடைய தலைவர் அவர்கள்தான். சென்ற ஆண்டு கிட்டத்தட்ட 5 முதலமைச்சர்கள் தென் தமிழகத்தில் இருக்கக்கூடிய அனைத்து முதலமைச்சர்களையும் சென்னைக்கு வர வைத்து ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய ஒரு ஆலோசனை கூட்டத்தை நடத்தி இந்த டீலிமிட்டேஷனுக்கு எதிர்த்து முதலாக இந்தியாவிலே குரல் கொடுத்த தலைவர் எங்களுடைய தலைவர். நீங்க நாளைக்கு நம்முடைய முதலமைச்சர் அவர்கள் இந்த அரசு அனைத்து நாடாளுமன்ற உறுப்பினர்களையும் கூட்டிருக்கிறீங்க. இதற்கான சரியான முடிவை எங்களுடைய தலைவர் ஆலோசனை செய்து அந்த முடிவை அவர் எடுப்பார்.
Now, the DMK MP Karimori has also called the meeting a charade, questioning why another consultation was needed when Tamil Nadu's parties have already made their stand clear on delimitation. But the DMK's bigger objection is the issue of Kaveri and Mekedatu. So Karimori says that the meeting is being held while protests over Kaveri are underway. The Mekedatu issue has been left unaddressed, going on to challenge the Vijay government to send a delegation to the Union Water Resources Minister with Tamil Nadu's assembly resolution against the Mekedatu Dam. And with the Congress and left backing Vijay's meeting, the political divide over delimitation is now widening. Updates coming.